Call the meeting to order. We're missing Daniel Cote. I assume he's just probably running a little late. I haven't heard from him anyway.
Maybe I should text him the Robert Frost thing, maybe?
And maybe that'd be a good idea. And entertain a motion on agenda review.
Move to approve the agenda as published.
Second.
Been moved in second to approve the agenda as published. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. And Taryn, are you conducting our tour, or who's I see tour is up
Tour
next.
is up. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
maybe this is,
yeah.
Maybe this is our leader.
Frosty Bear's going to be
The tour guide?
our tour
That
guide.
is awesome.
Okay.
Yes. Welcome, Frosty.
The Robert Frost friends are fun.
We would love to start in our choir room and have a performance. for
Oh, great.
you.
Okay.
Where some of our kiddos are here, some of our Mark Twain and Robert Frost students
Okay.
are here with Miss Graham to perform, so we thought we would start in the music room first.
Okay.
Okay?
And parents and staff are welcome.
Frost, my
I
bad.
do, and I will try to be quick because
Yeah.
I know we are
Yeah. No, that's,
short on time.
no. You and your kiddos are worth it, though.
Try not to mess this up. Okay, Frosty. Sorry. You want to give a shout out to Daniel. He's got this all
Yeah.
set
Yes,
up for us
yes.
today.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
I'll stand on this side so I'm not blocking.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Is this working? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we talked briefly about this as we were walking around, but these are our current numbers, enrollment at Robert Frost. We've been holding steady right around between 350 and 360 students this year. But you can kind of see the breakdown and where we have some little bubbles and pockets. And again, we kind of look at numbers every year and figure out what the best class configurations are. This is very touchy.
So you wanted to do.
Okay. These were our 3 school goals for the year. So we have one school goal that is aligned to reading, one school goal that's aligned to math, and one that is aligned to SEL in our work with positive behavior interventions and supports. Again, I can go quickly through this if you want me to. Okay, perfect. So you all have a copy of this and can take a peek at what our school goals are, but I will move through.
Well, before you do, how are you doing on progress on these goals?
I would love to have an update. We are right in the middle of doing mid-year assessments right now.
Okay.
So I have a little snapshot I can share with you of some amazing work of our second grade team. But then I hope to be able to share with you after we get all of our mid-year assessments done where we are progress-wise here.
Great.
Yeah. Daniel, am I doing something wrong? Okay, fabulous. Thank you. I just want to point out that at Robert Frost, we really work hard on our multi-tiered systems of supports, whether that's for academics or for social and emotional or behavior support. So you'll notice that I will refer to this often through the presentation. But when we're looking at supports for our students, our Tier 1 supports are for 100% of our students. Our Tier 2 support, we always try to target right around 20%-ish of our students who might need additional support. And then Tier 3 would be for around 5%, 5 to 7% of students who get an additional support. Thank you for driving. Let's see. Will you go, will you go back? There we go. Perfect. So when we're thinking about reading supports, I just want to, I could talk about this all night long. Our Robert Frost staff are doing amazing work supporting our students in literacy instruction. We have so many supports going on for our students. It's outstanding. So if you ever want to come and check it out and watch a lesson in action, just let us know. We would love to be able to show that off to you. But I kind of broke down what we're doing for each tier. So for our Tier 1 supports, all of our students are receiving 120 minutes of literacy instruction every single day. 90 minutes daily, whole group, and an additional 30 minutes dedicated to explicit phonics instruction using our district adopted curriculum. So for second grade, that's UFly. And for third through fifth grade, that's 95%. And our teachers are doing an outstanding job with brand new curriculum this year, really doing all the hard work that goes into that. We also have an additional 30 minutes daily of small group reading instruction happening. All core instruction is guided by our district reading assessment, which is DIBELS, which is what our school goal is aligned to. And then we also do core review meetings 3 times a year you'll see all the people involved in those meetings, but that's where we look at what's happening in the core instruction for reading, and we look at that data and determine what steps we need to take to improve core instruction. Tier 2 supports, these are for some students. Patricia Craig, reading specialist hat here, and Miss Limbard. If a student is still struggling with all of these supports, that we just intensify. It's like when I'm sitting here doing reps. When you're trying to build muscle, you do more reps. So for some of our students, we do even more intensification. So we do an additional 30 minutes of reading support using UFly or 95%. Students are grouped by grade level and targeted skill. And again, we're using that assessment data to help us to determine what the skill is, what their need is, and then we progress monitor them every single week. It's a lot of work, but it really helps us know how our kids are doing and what their needs are.
Now, those students that are getting that extra 30, what's the trade-off?
Yeah.
So we try to do that. We do that during what I need time. So we have an additional 30 minutes built into our master schedule called WIN. And so that's in a time that is not, we don't have core instruction during that time. We don't have PE or specialists. It's just a time for students to get what they need. So it might be for some of our students that are a little higher in skills. Maybe they're doing some kind of reading group with their teacher. Maybe somebody who needs more intensification is doing a reading intervention. They might be doing a book club. It's just whatever they need at the time, but it is built into our master schedule. It's a good question. And then again, our Tier 3 supports for around 5 to 7% of our students. We're adding in even more reps. So for them, we are intensifying and individualizing, yes, Frosty loves it, our curriculum based on individual need. Again, we progress monitor every single week for those students and determine what they need, and then we change instruction. And we keep going every single week. Go ahead, Daniel. I have, perfect, there we go. I have some wonderful video that we will get downloaded for you, and you can see UFly in action. So this is a video of our reading specialist, Liz Limbard, and a video of one of our second grade teachers, Rihanna Mathis. They have our second graders and our second grade team, Carrie, we could talk about this all night, have really come up with a great system to support our students. They're doing all of our Tier 1 core instruction, but they're also doing small groups, and our second graders are moving between classrooms. You and Rihanna have it figured out and trade up kids based on need. And then for our students who need an additional intervention, this is amazing. So you'll see Liz teaching her intervention UFly lesson. Wherever she stops in that lesson, she literally picks up walks the students to Miss Mathis's class, and Miss Mathis picks up right where she left off and keeps that lesson going for those students. It's really magic to see, and it's amazing. So you'll have access to those videos and can kind of see it in action. So this is what I was talking about. We don't have all of our assessments done. This is a breakdown of where we were in the fall according to our DIBELS data. So you'll see that in the fall, we were right around 47% of our students meeting benchmark for reading. And we knew we had some work to do there. This is Miss Mathis's class, so who you saw in that picture just there. And you can see her DIBELS scores beginning of the year to the middle of the year. You can see green is at benchmark, blue is above benchmark. These are students who are nearly there and students who might need a little more intervention. So you can see these numbers shrinking and this growing. So it's pretty amazing to see. So kudos to our teachers. They're doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, those are beautiful numbers.
Yeah. So we'll be excited to share more of this as soon as we get all of our assessments done. Okay, I won't go through all of this because it's a lot, but I did put on your table just a quick rundown. This is our PBIS, Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. This is our family brochure that we give out to our families that just talks a little bit about what we do to support students with positive behavior here at Robert Frost. So you can see some of those things that we do. Some fun things I'll point out. Actually, I think this is Miss Trina over here teaching recess expectations at the beginning of the year. You can see our students being recognized for some amazing work at one of our monthly assemblies. And something kind of fun that they do, we have our students introduce the character trait of the month. So you can see some of our students introducing the trait safety there, which is kind of a fun one. Okay. I do have to give another big shout out to our parent-teacher club. They're absolutely phenomenal. They go above and beyond to support our students. You can see a picture of our jogathon in the fall and our homecoming parade float. These are just a few of the things that they do to support our school. We had a big movie night here on Saturday night. It was hopping. But they're just phenomenal. We do all that we can to support them. Kim came to our Reading Under the Stars planning meeting this morning.
I did on accident.
Yeah. So she got to hear a little bit about that. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
another
exciting.
family engagement event that we'll have coming up in March.
Did you make sure
That's
she's
really
heading up the
exciting.
committee or something?
Right? Actually, we did talk about we'd love to have our school board members come read at Reading Under the Stars. So come on down. Go ahead, Damien.
It would seem that PTCC has grown here quite a bit from 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Is that right? It seems
Yes.
like there's been a lot
Yeah.
more positive engagement. That's encouraging.
Yeah, it's great. I just threw in a couple pictures of life in Bear Territory and how amazing it is. Again, I could talk about our wonderful community all night long, but I know we're on a time crunch. So if you have any questions, please ask. And then on your table, these are just little gifts from our Robert Frost community to you. So thank you for all you do.
you.
And
Thank you.
happy
Thank
School
you.
Board Appreciation Month.
Thank you.
And great job, Frosty.
And we're glad Frosty came tonight.
Yeah,
That's great.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Unexpected appearance.
Setting the bar really high for the
Yeah,
rest
so-
of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mascot, choir,
Performance.
performance.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
want a mascot.
Yeah,
Swag bag.
pretty high bar, individual song.
And I'll send you those other videos and
Okay.
the video from the functional skills class.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Karen.
Good
Great
job.
job.
And
Thank
the
you.
U-Fly one, you'll see.
Yeah,
Thank-
yep. And Daniel's working on put that one together.
And-
Thank you. We'll get it.
Thank you for
Yes.
letting us be here. Okay. Okay, Kim, you got an update for us on long-range facility planning.
Yeah, so we had our kickoff meeting last week, and it was a great meeting. I was really encouraged by all the great discussion. So our long-range facilities team is going to look at assessments like we talked about earlier from BRIC, and BRIC is managing that process for us. And they, they're going to guide us through all the different things that facilities-wise need to happen in the district. And I think that's going to be a really interesting process. We have 4 open houses coming up where families can come engage, and the first one is Thursday at Butte Creek. And we'll have an advertisement out tomorrow about that on Parent Square. And so I hope people will come and share feedback. It's a really great team, and I think they have a lot of insight and a lot of historical perspective. And I just thought it was a great meeting.
What time is that meeting going to be, the one on Thursday?
6 to 8 at Butte Creek. Yep. And anyone's welcome to come, and we'll have some activities for people that evening. And, it'll be an interesting way to get things kicked off. But our next meeting is February 18th for the long-range facility team, not the open house. And at that meeting, we will look at assessments from the district tour. And then the next step for BRIC is the educational assessment for equity. So they're going to look at classrooms across the district and, see how teaching environments vary from building to building. So, and how those serve kids and staff members. Pretty interesting process. This is a process that is required. If we did decide to go out for a bond, the AWESOME grant is a $10 million grant from the state of Oregon, and this process is
Right.
required for that. So.
Right. Yeah, it's worth the 10 million to do it. Well, and it's good practice to do it anyway.
Yeah, we did get a donation, a really generous donation for part of the cost of this process, and then we did apply for the TAP grant through ODE also, which would pay for the other half. So, it's a really great way to get a really deep exploration, including structural reports and things that go far beyond that, assessment that ODE did last year.
That question did pop up in long range immediately. How are we paying for this?
Yeah.
There's going to be a level of scrutiny.
It's a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
okay.
Josh and Wally, you're both on
And
long
Sarah,
range,
too.
right? Do either of you have any observation or anything to add?
No,
Kim
it's a
has
good mix
some
of
co-
people and had good conversation. I echo what Kim said.
Okay. And Josh?
Well, I'll let Sarah go. Did you? Yeah.
Kim
Oh,
gave a
Sarah.
great presentation
Yeah.
on what she's done for the district, which was very impressive, and I think more people need to see that presentation to
Yeah.
understand where she's
Yeah.
dug us out of, so.
Yeah, thank you.
Just my report from the board goes similar to that. There was a lot of people that were just seemed to be very unaware of the growth and the positive things we've done regarding our financial situation. I was very surprised that how many people just maybe didn't look up some of the board book stuff or some of the documents. So that was really interesting, very encouraging. Kim did a great job. I think BRIC is going to do a good job. It's a little early to tell, but they're, from being a part of the last one, kind of the personalities, I'm very encouraged. So, Kim's really doing a great job with that so far. She's trying to earn their trust. It's very weird. You're in that group and kind of feels like you're auditioning almost like for them, and it's very strange because everybody's coming into that meeting with their own kind of ideas and what they want to see. So trying to get that group to come to a consensus will be interesting.
Yeah.
I think based on the conversations there, I think it's clear that we need to continue to communicate where we are as a district, where we were,
What we're doing.
what we are now, and where we're going.
Yeah.
We have a really good financial document that we put together when we were doing the planning for this process, and I checked on that today. And it's like 19 pages. And it's a great document. It's really thorough. It talks about all the things we did. I would like to also just have a one-pager where
Yeah.
this is how we. So I might try and tease a one-pager out of that so
Yeah.
that.
Digestible for folks.
Yeah, so
yeah.
that if you really want to go deep and read that 19-page report, you could.
Right.
It's got photos. It's really beautiful. And I submitted some changes on it today, so it should be ready in a few days. But maybe trying to get a shorter version for people that just want the Reader's Digest version.
I think key going forward is just that going forward. I think people, we need to help get across that we need to deal with the now and where we're going. And lessons have been learned, and a lot of people had nothing to do with some of the things that have gone on before and this sort of thing, but lessons learned, and we're dealing with the now and where the district is headed is important.
Yeah, very.
Well, thank you all for your time, so.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, with that, we are adjourned.